Hello and welcome to Lovely English Stories. Thank you for stopping by. If you'd like to support the channel so we can continue to make content, please consider becoming a member. Click Join to find out more. This story is written for upper intermediate English learners. Ready? Well, let's get started. B2 English Story, Uni in England. Being a student at uni in England is a mix of independence, learning, and enjoying your social life. I vividly remember my first day on campus. The university was bustling with new students, all of us carrying boxes and suitcases, ready to start our new chapter. I was nervous, but excited. My halls of residence room was small but cosy, with just enough space for my essentials. After unpacking, I joined the welcome activities, designed to help us make friends and get to know the campus. I remember walking down to the Students' Union, shaking. Lectures started the following week. I was studying history, so my days were filled with reading, attending seminars, and writing essays. The lecturers were knowledgeable and enthusiastic about their subjects, which made the classes engaging. The library became my second home, a quiet place to focus and work on assignments. Balancing coursework and free time proved challenging, but I quickly learned to manage my schedule. One of the best parts of university life is the social aspect. There are countless clubs and societies to join. I joined the History Society and the Hiking Club, which allowed me to meet people who shared my interests. Social events like film nights and pub quizzes were regular occurrences. The Students' Union was the heart of social life, always buzzing with activities and events. I loved it. Living away from home also meant learning to be self-sufficient. Cooking meals, doing laundry, and managing finances were all new experiences. I often found myself cooking simple dishes as my culinary skills were still developing. Despite the occasional mishap in the kitchen, it felt good to take care of myself. Weekends were a time to work, relax, and explore. Sometimes friends and I would take trips to nearby cities or the countryside. England has a rich history and beautiful landscapes, and it was great to take a break from studies and see new places. On other weekends, we would just hang out in our dorms, watching films or playing games. I often had a part-time job, so some of my evenings and weekends were spent working in a local cafe to earn some extra cash. Exams were the most stressful part of the academic year. The library would be packed with students, all of us trying to cram in as much studying as possible. The pressure was intense, but it was also a bonding experience. We supported each other, sharing notes and studying together. The relief after finishing exams was immense, and it was always followed by parties. University life also taught me a lot about responsibility and time management. Juggling lectures, assignments, part-time jobs, and a healthy social life required careful planning. There were times when it felt overwhelming, but it was also rewarding. I learnt to prioritise and stay organised. Being a student at uni is about more than just academics and getting good grades. It's a time of personal growth, making lifelong friends, and discovering new interests. It's a journey that can be challenging, but is also filled with memorable experiences. Looking back, I'm grateful for the lessons I learned and the people I met along the way. I still laugh to myself when I think of all the silly things we did at the parties I went to. Now, let's go through some of the intermediate and advanced vocabulary from this story. Assignment. An assignment is a task or piece of work given to someone. For example, the teacher gave us a challenging assignment to complete over the weekend. Countless. Countless means too many to be counted. There are countless stars in the night sky. Engaging. If something is engaging, it attracts or holds interest. The film was very engaging and kept my attention throughout. Immense. If something is immense, it is extremely large or great. The mountain's immense size was breathtaking. Buzzing. Buzzing means making a continuous low sound or being very busy and lively. For example, the city was buzzing with activity. Juggling, or to juggle, means to manage multiple tasks at the same time. She was juggling work, school, and family responsibilities. Lifelong. Lifelong means something that lasts or remains in a particular state throughout a person's life. For example, they formed a lifelong friendship. Mishap. A mishap is an unlucky accident. There was a mishap in the kitchen and dinner was burnt. Residence. We talk about halls of residence in the story. Sometimes they're also called dorms, which is short for dormitories. So a residence is a place where someone lives. The students moved into their new residence or halls of residence at the start of term. Intense. If something is intense, it is of extreme force, degree, or strength. The heat during the summer can be very intense. Occurrences are events or incidents. There were several strange occurrences last night. Overwhelming. If something is overwhelming, it is very great in amount or effect. The support from the community was overwhelming. Dorm. So we said that sometimes these are called halls of residence or halls for short or dorms. And this is a building for housing students. He lived in a dorm during his first year of university. Most students, when they start university, live in halls of residence or dorms in their first year. And then they move out and get student houses with their friends. Some people do stay in halls or dorms throughout their studies. Academic. Academic means related to education or scholarships. She excelled in her academic pursuits. Balancing, or to balance, means to keep different elements in the correct proportions or in order. For example, balancing work and leisure is essential for a healthy lifestyle. Enthusiastic. If you are enthusiastic, you have or show intense excitement or interest for something. The crowd was enthusiastic about the concert. Laundry. Laundry is clothes that need to be washed or have been washed. She spent the afternoon doing laundry. Lecturers. Americans tend to call these professors, but in the UK, we more often than not call them lecturers, and these are people who give lectures, usually at universities and sometimes colleges. The lecturers were very knowledgeable in their subjects. Memorable. If something is memorable, it is worth remembering. Their trip was a memorable experience. Organised. Organised means arranged in a systematic way. She was very organised with her schedule. Some people pronounce it schedule or schedule. Planning. Planning is the process of making plans for something. To plan. We spent weeks planning the event. Pressure. Pressure is the use of persuasion or intimidation to make someone do something, so she felt pressure to perform well. Relief. Relief is a feeling of reassurance and relaxation following the release of anxiety or perhaps pressure. She felt immense relief after finishing her work. Responsibility. Responsibility is a duty to deal with something or to take care of someone or something. Taking care of the dog is his responsibility. So, as I just said, this word can be pronounced in one of two ways, either schedule or schedule. They're both fine. One is more American, one more British, but in the UK, we interchange the two. Schedule, schedule. This is a plan that gives a list of events or tasks and the times at which each one should happen. She checked her schedule, to see when she was free. Seminar is a small group meeting for discussion or training. At universities, you will have lectures and seminars. The lecturer held a seminar on history. Sufficient. If something is sufficient, it is enough, it is adequate. She had a sufficient amount of money to buy the book. Vividly. Vividly means producing powerful feelings or strong, clear images or memories in the mind. He could vividly remember his first day of school. We hope you enjoyed this lovely English story and the vocabulary explanations. Thank you for stopping by. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Get productive and check out our language learning productivity packs and stories on Etsy. These are PDF downloads. And don't forget to use code YouTube10 for 10% off. You can find the link in the description box below. See you soon!